It's time for another double shot, this time taking on the Teslas that are very clearly being targeted by activists in the Seattle area, and not just the Seattle area.
Whoa. Do you mean to suggest to me that these are not random fires that are happening just with Teslas?
The Teslas are not just combusting on their own.
What?
They're being targeted both in SoDo, University District, Northgate. There have been a number of these incidences. You're seeing some of the imagery on your screen right now. Does anyone doubt that this is an act of domestic terrorism? I mean, the folks who are doing this are using violence to pursue a political agenda. They're mad with Elon Musk.
Haven't we seen Tesla dealerships shot at? Haven't people been shooting bullets? I mean, that's not a random shooting.
In Portland
right?
or around the Portland area.
Portland area?
None of this is random. This is obviously very clearly targeted, and weirdly, not hearing a whole lot from Democrats who talk about domestic terrorism being a major issue that we have to tackle. Oh no, excuse me. White supremacy is the biggest domestic issue, the biggest domestic threat. But when it comes to their supporters going after Elon Musk via his cars, which by the way, doesn't even hurt Elon, it hurts the people who are your neighbors who are driving these cars.
And it actually also hurts the insurance companies who have already probably covered
which then
many
hurts
of these cars.
all of us because it ends up getting pushed on. It's just so silly. And yet, weirdly, no one's really saying much. It's obviously getting some media coverage, but no one's calling this out for what it is, which is domestic terrorism.
And why isn't it being called arson? I've seen they're investigating. It's possible arson. It's just possible arson everywhere.
In fairness, law enforcement has to use that kind of language because they have to work on what the evidence suggests. And there might not be any direct evidence that they're going to be able to point to except for just common sense. Because again, it's not a Toyota Corolla that's going and magically combusting. It's specifically Elon Musk's Teslas.
And specifically Cybertrucks that I've seen a lot of, which I don't think have a history, at least that I know of just spontaneously catching on fire.
They may be completely hideous, but that does not mean you can burn them to the ground.
Disagree. I was sitting
horrible.
I was sitting in line at one drive-through, and across the parking lot at another drive-through, Starbucks, there was a Cybertruck going through, and my family and I all were marveling at it. We said, "Isn't that it's unique looking. You got to admit, it's unique looking."
Okay, the world's ugliest dog is unique looking. It doesn't mean that it's attractive. There are lots of things that are unique looking.
You wouldn't drive a Cybertruck?
No.
Have you ever been inside a Cybertruck?
No.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think you should check them out before you so harshly judge them, Jason. You're basically going to
make a commission?
Are you going to burn them,
Are you making
Jason?
a commission on these?
Are you going to burn these Cybertrucks?
No,
I'm not making a commission. But if somebody wants to give me one, that's fine.
I mean, if you want to give me one, I'll take it.
You would drive one if somebody gave you one?
No, I would resell it and then buy probably a Toyota Corolla. We'll see you next time.
It's a great automobile.
Hey, it's Jason Rantz here with Scott Rarucka from Legacy Group Capital. He's their CEO. So let's talk about someone who wants to invest in real estate. They don't quite know where to go, what to do, where to start, but they do know, obviously, that right now the market is really, really hot. So you're the place to do it. How do you help?
Yeah, so how we help is, we've been investing in the greater Seattle area for over 20 years, and we have a historical track record that we're super proud of. Double-digit returns over time with no investor losses. And if you can find somebody else out there that's done that, you should probably talk to them. And how we really do it is we're lending on real estate, and we're also acquiring real estate and building it and developing it. All those things come out of a fund that people invest into. So there's lending and there's acquisition. And then we share in profits with all of our investors on both those activities. Jason, most people can't do that on their own. They're not going to go develop properties. They're not going to go be a bank and lend money. But they can jump in with us and they can be that developer and they can be that lender, but it's underneath our umbrella with a 20-year track record that's unparalleled to anything that you'll find out there. We've been told that we're one of the best kept secrets in the Pacific Northwest.
I don't want it to be a secret. I want everyone to know just about what it is you do. The Legacy Group Capital family of funds offer short-term 90-day investments at 7%. Longer-term investments, they've averaged double-digit returns. Just go to legacyg.com.